wow, I can't, I can't believe I'm saying this right now, but this is a really good movie. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be this good. I mean, I thought it was interesting in the trailer, and obviously, yeah, it looks entertaining, and I love the music aspect of it. I mean, that just looked cool. That looks really awesome. But I think fundamentally, it's a surprise. I mean, it's a film that I didn't expect to be that good. I mean, but I think it's really good. I mean, there's a story to it. I think the characters are really good. I think Efron is fantastic in it. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of him, but I think when he gets into a character and plays it really well, he can do it really well. So obviously, like evidence with this. And Charlie St. Cloud, he was decent, not great, but decent. You know. And what was that? Sorry, because I had long sleep today. Um, Me and Orson Welles, yeah, sorry. Me and Orson Welles. That was a great movie. He's fantastic in that movie. Um, and for me, I just think this is actually very close to his best performance. I mean, I love his character. I mean, he's not anything like he is in Neighbours, because in Neighbours, just this annoying frat guy who's just flexing his muscles, taking his shirt off. Oh, I love myself. And I hated that, And in this movie, he doesn't really take his shirt off a lot. It only obviously a couple of times, and that's fine. I like that he restrained that. He restrained, and he just gonna be different character this time, and he is a different character because there's complexity to his character, and there is an arc which I really liked, and you do feel that he is this guy going through the motions, wants to be recognized. Like a friend of his at the beginning of the film is obviously more into the sort of thing he wants to get involved with music, and he's just sort of doing a little bit of DJing, but not really up to the scale he wants to do. And he has to follow the rules a lot. Like these girls come up to him and say, "Oh, can you play Drunken Love or something like that, or Drunken this and that Love?" And he says no because he's been given rules that you're supposed to do exactly what's on the list, and if you don't, you'll get told off. Um, and I liked it. You show his friends as all the characters, and I think they've all got unique personalities. They're not all the same, which I like. I mean, Mason is an idiot. Out of all of them, he's the most unlikable. He's an interesting character, but he is horrible. I mean, all he does is basically just start fights with people in the movie and just takes things out of context and is a dick. He really is. Um, and as an actor, I don't know his name, but a real estate guy, and he gives them a job for a bit, and they obviously Zac Efron. You see him quite a few times in the movie. He's putting money in saving up, putting money in some little box and all that. His character's horrible. The real estate guy. Oh, I mean, in every movie, he always plays a horrible character. I don't even know what the guy's name is, but his actor's name. Just every movie, he's always horrible. I mean, okay, maybe there was that movie Disconnect where he actually seemed alright, but then there was a bit in the movie where he kind of went a bit shitty. But I'll leave that for that movie. It's a good movie, but I won't go into spoilers really. Um, so yeah, I mean, I like this movie. I mean, the music's great. I think the music was really well. I mean, some really standout bits of music. I like the way that he does all the different things into the music, like when they're like clipping stuff like on the roof and stuff like that, and when he's running around and you hear like a plane going over and everything like that. Something happened that was quite shocking. I won't say what it was, but it sort of involves something to do with drugs. So just say that. And I really like how they show a different side to California or Los Angeles, as you want to call it. It's not the same. Oh, here we go, like landmarks, blah de blah, which could be fine, but it's nice that they did something different, and it's showing a different side, like the nightlife and the whole thing of being young and having a purpose and going out having fun. And they show the San Fernando Valley, which looks lovely. I mean, I've never been there, but I've been very close to it. But it looks like a nice place, and I like the way that they show that, and they have all these things of him running around and stuff like that, and he's trying to think of ideas and stuff like that. Um, it's nice to see something original and not repeating things, because there's some movies out these days that kind of repeat ideas, and it kind of gets a bit boring sometimes. And it's nice that this is the film that takes different ideas and makes it something fresh and new. And what I also like about this movie is the love interest. And I like the relationship between him and this guy who he calls Reed. I can't exactly remember his full name, but it's just a fictional character. He's not really an actual singer. But I like the way that they have that. And, there's like a whole scene with him, and he can't really tell if she's just an assistant or if there's something going on, like they're together, or And there's like a really nice moment where he gives like a bit of a look like, like what, like what are you? He just doesn't get it. Um, but I like the way that they show the progression and the whole thing about money, and they're trying to get onto an easy buck, and obviously they have to do the real estate job, and that guy is horrible, and they haven't really got any choice in that sort of point, because they're trying to afford money for that house they're renting and stuff like that. Um, but I like that there's actually a structure and a story there, and I mean, from the trailer, you get this sort of thing if it's all about music and there's all the rhythm and that, and I think that works well into the movie that it actually is, because there is like a rhythm or like thing through a song, it all comes together, and I like that, and you know, I just really surprised how much I like this movie. I mean, I was thinking it's gonna be, it's okay. It's never a Zac Efron movie. He might be good in it, might not be good in it. I mean, I wasn't exactly sure from the trailer what his character was going to be like, but I'm really, really impressed by his character in this movie. I mean, I really like him in this movie. I mean, I think if it wasn't for the guy who plays Squirrel, he would be my favorite character. But Squirrel is my favorite character. He's great. Um, he doesn't have like a big part in the movie, but he's in it for quite a bit. But when he's there, I think he steals scenes, and he's just like a cool character, and he's the guy who's got the car and driving around with the car to get them from place to place, because no, they haven't really got any transportation. And then they mention Uber at one point in the movie, like, oh, can we get James an Uber? Oh no, wasn't it James? Oh, Cole. Can you get Cole? I'll say for me, if his name is James. Sorry. Can we get Cole at Uber? It's like, oh no, I'll just give him a lift, And I like the way that they show stuff that's current, like Uber technology and stuff like that. Overall, I think it's a really good movie. I think it has to be probably in there with some of the best movies of the year so far. I mean, I think the only disservice about it is the ending. I think the ending isn't great. I mean, I like the way that it ends, and he gets all emotional because there's somebody. I'm sorry, spoil it. Someone who's died. The thing with drugs, but I'm not going to say who it is. And I like that. And I like that he puts in the voice of the person who has died, and then puts in the little sound effect of the coin and stuff, because he's recording all these sounds. I like that, and there is like that, like I say, that character arc, and he is a real person, which I love to see in a movie. I just think that's great that they made him someone who seems like a real person, and that's why you care about him so much. Um, and for me, like I say, the ending not great. I mean, I like the moment that happens with him and that girl and stuff when he goes to get the free pie at the vegan coffee shop. I like that, but um, and you should obviously see that Mason and some of the guys what they're doing now and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's just showing like Mason and the guys and the other guys what they're doing with their lives, and then it just ends. It just seems kind of sudden. Like like the movie's so good, and then all of a sudden it just ends. But here's the thing: it doesn't ruin the movie. I mean, I think it's such a good movie for the whole 90 whatever minutes is on. I think 96 minutes or something like that. But that's probably including end credits. But I think it doesn't matter. You know, it's a great movie. I really liked it. I mean, yeah, I mean, Zac Efron is showing that he does have promise and that he could possibly be perhaps a Logan Lerman. You know, and that is something quite amazing because Logan Lerman is doing so many good movies, and well, at the moment, it's sort of like Zach's been in two really good movies and one decent one, and Logan Lerman's been in five amazing movies. So he's got a while to sort of catch up with Logan because Logan is my favorite actor of all time, and he's been in so many good movies. So he's got to at least get three more amazing movies and three more amazing performances, and then I'll say maybe that he's on par, or I don't know if I can say he's better than Logan Lerman, but if he wants to catch up with Logan Lerman, he's going to do something quite amazing, you know. But at the moment, he's doing really well, I think, and I think he's staying away from High School Musical and all that garbage and Neighbours that was not good, you know. And I'll be fair to Neighbours; it wasn't a bad movie. It's just he was not very good in it. So there we are. So yeah, it's a good movie. I think if you're a young person and you like that kind of stuff, like the music, and it teaches you stuff about life and the way to act and not act like a dick, you know, because who wants to act like a dick like Mason, you know? But yeah, I enjoyed the movie.